I must admit, I'm a bit wowed by this. This is a large room. The lights here are very bright. I can barely see out there, but I'm very touched. I want to thank Provost Tikaczynski for those nice words of introduction, for the proclamation, and congratulations to you, Mark. Those of you may not be aware, Dr. Tikaczynski recently won the 2017 Strip Matter Award for his many contributions to medicine. So congratulations to Mark as well. Thank you all for being here tonight to celebrate this event with me, my family, our Department of Surgery, and with the Jefferson community, and with this year's Award of Merit honoree, Alex Gorski, a West Point graduate, U.S. Army captain and chairman and CEO of J&J, a global healthcare organization. This is very much a night that we can all be proud to say that we're Jeffersonians. It would be a major understatement to say that I'm both humbled and honored by this attention, and I'm certainly deeply grateful. On the humorous side, Mark Twain said, and I quote, "I've been complimented many times, and they always embarrass me. I always feel that they've not said enough," end quote. Well, I certainly don't feel that way. Rather, I feel more like Nelson Mandela, who in his autobiography, A Long Walk to Freedom, wrote, and I quote, "I've never cared very much for personal prizes. A person does not become a fighter in the hope of winning awards," end quote. My thanks go out to Dr. Elizabeth Dale, Steve Smith, Kelly Austin, and the many others in the Office of Institutional Advancement for organizing this event, for putting together those wonderful video clips, and for doing the immense amount of work needed to orchestrate this evening. And also, I want to thank you for choosing November to have this event, because November is Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month. Now, some of my friends and colleagues, some in the department, have inquired about the timing of this award. They asked, "Charlie, are you retiring? Are you stepping down as the chair? Are you ill?" My answers to all three of those questions are no, no, and no. No retirement, no stepping down, at least to my knowledge, and no illness. Now, I admit to being somewhat of a planner. I've been mulling over this short speech for many months. What should I include? What should I omit? My apologies to anyone that I may leave out. I would certainly be remiss if I didn't at least acknowledge the marvelous professors I had at Princeton University and the remarkable physicians and surgeons at Johns Hopkins who inspired me and challenged me. Some remain a great inspiration to me, such as my first chairman, George Zeidema, J. Alex Haller, Mike Zinner, and my second chairman, who you saw on the video, Dr. John L. Cameron. I was incredibly fortunate to train with many gifted, multidimensional, and talented surgeons, many of whom are now leaders in American surgery today. As concerns my Jefferson experience, I'm deeply indebted to Tom Lewis, David McQuaid, and now Richard Webster, three Jefferson Hospital presidents who've been friends of the Department of Surgery. I'm energized and excited to be working with the new university leadership anchored by Dr. Stephen Klasko, Dr. Steve Spinelli, Larry Merlis, and a new addition, Dr. Bruce Meyer, and many others. And I also must say, from a personal note, I have a very fond relationship with our provost and dean, Mark Tikaczynski, who's always provided me sound guidance, strong principles, and caring advice. Beyond our executive leaders, it's been a privilege to work with our amazing nursing colleagues, as well as the other hospital and university staff. We have incredibly talented nurses in our operating rooms, in our ICUs, on our nursing floors, and in our outpatient areas. Our nurses are our anchors. They deserve special recognition. I would like to ask those Jefferson nurses in the audience to please stand and be recognized. Thank you, all of you. For my wife, Terry, and me, Jefferson has been a very welcoming place. It's an institution on the move with a very positive trajectory and a futuristic vision to reimagine healthcare. I have special warm feelings for our anesthesia colleagues led by my friends Zvi Grunwald and his wife Hava, our medicine group led by Dr. Greg Kane, our radiologists led by Vijay Rao, our emergency medicine group led by Ted Christopher, our pathologists led by Steve Piper, and the many other surgical chairs, Bill Keene in ENT, Lenny Gamella in urology, Alex Vaccaro in orthopedics, Rob Rosenwasser in neurosurgery, Julia Haller in ophthalmology, and Bill Schlaff in OBGYN. However, it's the Department of Surgery, its rich history and traditions, its professionalism, its accomplishments, and most importantly, its people that I owe much to, and to whom I wish to address further thanks. Back in October of 2005, 3 weeks after I arrived to take the position here at Jefferson, my wife and I had the privilege to attend the third Jefferson Gala, that year honoring the late Dorrance Hamilton and the patriarch of Jefferson surgery at the time, Dr. Francis E. Rosado, Gary Rosado's father. It was a moving and touching night with Dr. Rosado in his wheelchair on stage being honored after he served as chair for 22 years. Since 2005, the Department of Surgery has grown, flourished, and excelled. We have 8 outstanding vice chairs and over 70 faculty. Jefferson Surgery has a presence at every major surgical meeting. We contribute scores of articles to the literature. We garner federal and industry support. We operate at numerous hospitals. We publish books and monographs, and most importantly, we assist in healing thousands and thousands of patients. We help our patients fight and wage war against their own mortality. We owe much to our patients. My personal thanks go out to my past patients who are here today joining in this celebration. God bless you all. To quote from Dr. Atul Gawande's latest book, Being Mortal, quote, "The battle of being mortal is the battle to maintain the integrity of one's life." Medicine and surgery are honorable professions. We should all take stock of our accomplishments. I would like to ask my colleagues here in the Department of Surgery, the faculty, the surgical residents, the Gibbon medical students, and our administrative team to please all stand and be recognized. Stand up, please, Department of Surgery. Thank you all. Thank every one of you for what you do. Your enthusiasm, vigor, skills, and talents all contribute to making us successful. In the spirit of Jefferson Medical College's founder in 1824, this school was founded by a surgeon, Dr. George McClellan, and our past notable luminaries, such as the 4th chair of the department, Samuel D. Gross, who at the time was called the Emperor of American Surgery, and the 3rd Gross professor, John H. Gibbon, Jr., the inventor of the heart-lung machine at Jefferson. Before I close, I have some cherished friends and family to acknowledge. They've come from Minnesota, Maryland, and Virginia to share this moment with Terry and me. Welcome to my sisters-in-law, Meg Pluth and Frances Mueller, and Frances's daughter, Johanna, from Minnesota. Their flight was canceled this morning, but they were very, very good, and they managed to get another flight and get here. All three of them have been quite successful in their lives, and two of them are nurses. I'm very excited that our youngest son, Scott, could join us from Minnesota as well. Scott is one of the bravest young people I know. Terry, Scott, and I often text each other on fall weekends during Baltimore Ravens football games, and I must admit all of us are now rooting for the 10-1 Eagles. So on this very special night, I'd like to acknowledge the Jefferson Department of Surgery, but specifically acknowledge the most important person in my life. She's been my teammate for nearly 28 years of marriage. I could not have done it without her. I would not have been professionally successful without the unwavering support of Dr. Theresa Pluth-Yo. Thank you, Terry. She's a loving and caring wife and mother, a wise and astute advisor. She's been highly devoted to Jefferson as an associate professor in the School of Nursing, the president, as Steve Klasko said, of the Women's Board for 3 years. She was the architect of the Women's Board Recognition Wall and the co-editor-in-chief of the Women's Board Cookbook at the Table. She's an amazing woman. When we first talked about moving from Baltimore to Philadelphia to take this chair, she enthusiastically embraced the notion of the move and encouraged me to take this leadership position. So thank you, Terry, for all your advice, love, good counsel, enthusiasm, and vision. Thank you. So I have one more comment in closing. I'd like to take the privilege of the podium to offer one final remark, a suggestion, perhaps a plea. In this time of uncharacteristic political and societal uncertainty and discord, I feel strongly that we should all embrace the central theme from a very famous valedictory and departure address given right here in Philadelphia on May the 1st, 1889. May the 1st, 1889, by one of history's most famous physicians, William Osler, or because he was later bestowed a baronage by George V, Sir William Osler. From the lecture entitled Equanimitas, I quote from Dr. Osler, quote, "In the physician or surgeon, no quality takes rank with imperturbability. Coolness and presence of mind under all circumstances, calmness amid storm, clearness of judgment in moments of grave peril." End quote. For the medical community, for the business community, for our media, for our global political leaders, I encourage all of us to not only strive, but to pray for Sir William Osler's equanimitas. Thank you again for this most wonderful honor and award.